Hey everyone, Rod DeGeorge here. And today I'd like to talk about switching chords quickly and easily. There's a couple things to keep in mind here. One of the first things is we want to work with the natural movements of our body. So for example, if you notice when I was doing those changes, I was going from a bar chord, F sharp minor, G, D, A. I'm going to go through this again. I want you to take notice of my thumb position, wrist, and elbow position. Do you see how that moves quite a bit? Actually, moving your elbow and wrist is quite easy because you have bigger muscles to move them. That's much easier than just trying to move your fingers and keeping everything else stationary. So also, if you notice, I would get into the position prior to putting my fingers down. So for example, for me to play, if I'm having a hard time grabbing this F sharp minor chord, what I would do is I'd find where it feels comfortable. And for me, I really have to have my elbow in front of my stomach. Elbow is in. This part of my palm is close to the neck, okay? And these knuckles are more parallel to the neck. Okay, that's where it feels comfortable. However, when I go to the G chord, do you notice how my thumb now is up here? These knuckles are more angled. It makes it easier to keep the fourth and third finger closer to the ground when these are higher towards the ceiling. If my knuckles are angled, because that's the natural movement of your body. So for this G, my elbow is out and these knuckles are angled a bit. For the F sharp minor, do you see that's a big movement there? But if you see what happens to my fingers, if I move this, if I release my fingers and move this, it automatically puts them closer to where they need to be. So your fingers don't have to move as much. And this, like I said, this muscle is easier to make these, even though they're larger movements, it's easier to make these movements than it is like this. Just put your thumb up here and rock your elbow back and forth. That doesn't take much effort. But if you hold your hand out and bring your knuckles like this, that takes a lot more effort than this. Okay? So what we want to do, we want to get in position before we try to put our fingers down. So if I'm going from this A, F sharp minor, first thing I'm doing is dropping my thumb and bringing my elbow in. What that does, it already lines these up to fall into place here a little better, okay? And then have to bring that elbow out. I bring that elbow out, that thumb comes up a little bit. Watch what it does to the fingers. They're already, when I do that, they're already close to that G chord. Then I bring my wrist in a little bit for the D, and then back to the A. Okay, the first thing I do is get my thumb, wrist, and elbow in position, then put the fingers down. So watch that movement as I play through this again. There I did it a couple different ways. One time I grabbed the G with these two fingers. One time I grabbed the G like that. I was grabbing the A like that. Then the last time I grabbed it like that. No matter how you're going to grab the chords, you want to find how you grab them, how it feels comfortable, and get your thumb, wrist, and elbow in that position prior to putting your fingers down. All right? So I'm going to play through this a couple times and try to play along. Now, if you're newer to guitar, these changes may be quite challenging. So take it slow and really get that thumb, wrist, and elbow in position before you put the fingers down. All right. You can see the different positions for each chord. Another one that would be great for this is just the G, D, F, C. You can see the different movements there. So when you're doing that, keep in mind the thumb, wrist, and elbow position, and try to get those in position before you put your fingers down. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. And be sure to hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button, and YouTube will keep you up to date. Thanks. Hope to see you again soon. Peace.